You ready to spoil this movie?
I'm sorry, I was reading how shitty these movies are. Here, check it out.
Like, look at it. Spider-Man looks fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But that movie is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything around this is just god awful. Like, God, this is perfect right there in the middle. That's fucking But this, what the fuck is this? Fuck this. What is fuck?
Thank you so much.
We about to spoil the shit out of Captain America Civil War.
Where to begin? I think we'll save my favorite part, which is also probably your favorite part, for last. We're not even going to touch that yet.
Okay.
Because we will probably spend a good majority of this video talking about it. Let's talk Black Panther.
Okay, alright.
I did not see his backstory coming at all. It was kind of like a nice little... I'm familiar with Black Panther. Not too much, but like when his father gets killed and then all of a sudden Black Panther's there, you're like, oh, I kind of like that.
No, yeah, I knew he was going on.
Well,
I knew who the actor was, so I mean, I guess.
But I mean, they threw a story in there and it was like, boom. They didn't have to make a whole movie about it.
Yeah, he didn't have to like set up like, oh, I'm making a Black Panther thing.
Spent
Dude,
5 minutes.
His claws, like the way they came out.
Retractable claws, yeah.
That was cool. Dude.
That was pretty awesome.
That was cool.
I like the actor that plays him too.
Yeah, he's really cool.
He
was. I saw him the first time I saw him in 42 when he played Jackie Robinson. That movie was awesome.
Oh,
he was
right,
great in that
right.
movie. Black Panther.
He was pretty
Going
good.
into the movie, I know a lot of like some of my other friends were like super excited about Black Panther and stuff. And I've never really been like. I've always kind of felt like he was like Marvel version of Batman. Like as a kid, I've always been like,
see that
guy looks a lot like Batman. He's even got ears like Batman.
Yeah.
He wears black.
He's kind
Like
of
Batman.
claws, you know.
But he didn't have a cape. I don't know anything about him. I mean, I read Civil War, and I knew some things, like he was married to Storm at one point.
So I don't remember that.
I know. Some other stuff. He's kind of cool, but then going into the movie, I'm like, I'm really looking for that Spider-Man. But whenever watching the movie, he's pretty freaking cool.
You know, I honestly forgot he was in the movie. Until I saw him, I was like, oh, I forgot he's in this movie.
Yeah, because they show him for like a little split second in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You completely forget, because that part where, like, he's trying to stop Bucky, Captain America, and then all of a sudden you just see this thing just go like this. You're like, okay, if that's Captain America, that is some cheesy shit. And then it's like, ooh, it's Mr. Bad Claws.
I like how every single time you saw him, it did like that, I don't know, like wood whistle like theme.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that.
It was like all of a sudden like a Jumanji song came on every time you saw him.
Oh, man. That was so good. You hear that, you're like, okay, where is he?
Oh shit, he's running.
He's got to be
around. That guy, like, fuck, he could book it. He was like chasing after cars and shit.
He was good.
And when he did that like claw thing.
Oh man, he was probably my number 3 favorite character in the entire movie. Which is funny because all 3 of the characters that were my favorite in this film, I have not seen any of their movies, and I didn't really know much about them going into this. Well, I mean, I know about some of them, but I mean, I didn't have expectations for them whatsoever.
My second, not my number 1, because I'm going to save it for later.
Oh yeah.
My second choice is Ant-Man.
That'd be my second choice as well.
He goes up.
Oh man.
He gets big. Which I was waiting for that shit, because I was like, doesn't Ant-Man at one point he gets big, right? Fucking did it in this.
Oh yeah, in the previous video how I went boop, he really goes boop.
Yeah. What I was waiting for though, it was kind of a shot like in Ant-Man where it zooms out and shows just a little boop. Like I wanted to see, you know how Ant-Man was like going really slow because like time is different if you're got bigger or whatever, right? Well, I wanted to see like a shot of all of the Avengers, like as if Ant-Man was a regular sized person and all the Avengers were small.
Yeah.
Like a shot just like for 5 seconds of like all the little guys going, and then he's like that would be awesome just to see what that would look like if the little Avengers like all fighting while he's like normal.
Paul Rudd is excellent as that character.
He is. He's perfect.
I never would have pegged that. You know what I'm noticing about these movies? They actually pick actors that at first you'd be like, no, and then they do it, and you're like, it's actually a really good choice.
Paul Rudd at first I was like, I mean, I love Paul Rudd. He's awesome.
Yeah.
So, like, whenever I first saw that picture of Ant-Man, where he's got that hood on, the first time I saw that, I was like, this is interesting. What's going on here? And then I watched the movie, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What are some other really good things about this movie?
Action.
Action was really good. Well, I mean, same directors as Winter Soldier, and that action's really good. Nitpicky thing, like I said in the other one, the action had the shaky cam to it. Fucking shaky cam all over the fucking place. Well,
You're just making people sick by going like this.
The thing about Winter Soldier is that there wasn't that much shaky cam. No. Like, there was some, but like in that first shot, whenever Captain America like kicks that dude off the boat, like that's one shot. You see, you're back up far away, and you can see the whole action in one shot. In this, there were some shots that were just like shaky cam all the fucking all over the place. You can't tell what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife about it. I think that it was post converted into the shaky cam, because if you watch some of the trailers, there's a shot that Falcon comes in, and he kicks the dudes,
and it's completely clean,
and it's like a nice, you can see him do the action and it looks good. But in the movie, it's got this cut, and you don't get to see the full action, and it's like cut in between the action, and I don't know. There was some questionable editing choices in there, but I mean, what am I to say? I'm not an editor.
It didn't stop the movie from being amazing.
Yeah, the movie was really good though.
Oh yeah,
the action, it was like non-stop. Like,
oh man, and the great thing is, in the beginning, for like the first half, 30 minutes, it was kind of boring because that one dude kept on all this shady stuff.
Oh yeah, Baron Zemo.
And you're just kind of like, what? Where's this guy?
Or Colonel Zemo.
And then later it plays off, and you're like, okay, I understand now.
Yeah. Whole time I was like, he's gonna show him that he killed Stark's dad.
Oh,
he's gonna show him that he killed Stark's dad.
I was gonna bring that up.
It's like fucking waiting.
Like, oh my god, the movie was almost over. I was like, really? You're gonna have a movie about Captain America protecting his buddy and Iron Man going against each other, but you're not gonna bring up the elephant in the room?
No.
And then they show it. As soon as they show that video, I was like, oh no, here we go. And that moment, you just see him like,
he just grabs her neck, and it's just like,
just crushes it.
You're like, dude.
You're like, I don't care if this guy did wrong or he's trying to be good. That is some fucked up stuff. And then you get the feels, because Tony's sitting there watching it, and he's just like,
and he just goes, BAM!
Yep. And then
it's like,
the even harder part was when he asked Captain America, he's like, did you know? And he's like, yeah. It's like,
there's some things that I feel like are just kind of in movies all the time where people don't talk shit out. Like, in real life, some things wouldn't happen because people would just talk about it.
I don't know.
I feel like a movie makes people not talk about things and just fight. Kind of, okay, I'm taking over to Batman and Superman world. Whenever Superman shows up and he's like, oh, they've got my mother, and then Batman and Superman just start fighting, and they don't. Superman at no point goes, I'm trying to tell you something. Let me tell you some shit. Like, talk this shit out, bro.
They literally wait till he's like an inch away from death. Like, an inch away from death before he's like, Martha.
Yeah.
But we already bitched about that. We're staying on Civil War here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people would talk this shit out. They wouldn't just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to blindly now, I'm going to fight you.
You know, I disagree.
Like,
I mean,
Tony Stark should be smart enough to be like, okay, I have beef with you, Winter Soldier, but I know that this guy is trying to make me fight you, so I'm not going to because I'm a smart guy.
Right.
But no, because the movie needs them to fight, then he fights them.
Yeah,
it's kind of a little bit of the same thing.
I agree with you, but I disagree with you. I disagree with you in the fact that as soon as you find out this guy killed your parents, of course you're going to want him.
Yes, I get that.
Okay, but after that, then I could understand, like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Kind of like what B-Man versus S-Man should have done.
The thing is,
like, why are we doing this?
The thing is that Tony knew that Winter Soldier was not... He was a Winter Soldier at that time, and he wasn't Bucky. I think you'd be like, okay, well, I know.
The vengeance thing. I mean, you don't really... You kind of go into this mode like, okay, fuck this dude. And then after, like, either you kill him or you beat him up, then you kind of be like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You don't wait till the last second to be like Martha for no apparent reason.
Okay. Well, also, I was also thinking, I was like, okay, is he gonna straight kill this guy because he killed his father? Because I thought that he didn't have a good standing with his father. But then he says he killed my mother, and I was like, okay, got you.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Yeah. Like, as soon as that happened, I was like, wait, if he killed both the parents, he didn't like his dad at all. How are they gonna...
Yeah, he didn't really like
And then he was just straight up, you killed my mother. Okay, I got you now.
I understand.
Fuck dad, just straight up mother.
Now,
Let's talk about...
talk about the best part of the movie.
Okay, hold on, one more thing. One more thing. Let me see. No, fuck it. Let's talk about the best
Talk
part.
about the best part of the movie.
What?
Spider-Man is in this fucking movie, and fucking finally, I know a lot of people out there. I know it's probably you. You're thinking, "Oh man, another Spider-Man movie."
Oh,
no, I don't
hell
get.
no.
I don't get this. I keep hearing this on the internet. People going, "Oh, didn't they just reboot Spider-Man? I'm sick of Spider-Man." They do that with Batman all the time, and not one fucking person says that
He's been
about
rebooted
Batman.
like 10 times.
I love Batman.
Yeah.
But he's rebooted like every freaking 5 years now.
Yeah.
So why does everybody shit on Spider-Man about it?
Right.
It only happened like twice. Okay? Anyways, I digress. Spider-Man in this movie is fucking awesome.
Best part of that movie,
Spider-Man.
Garrett. Spider-Man.
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 Let me know, and let him know, what your favorite part of the movie is. Last video we asked you who your favorite character was. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite part of the movie? Like if to pick like a scene.
I mean, what was your favorite part?
Spider-Man fighting Ant-Man.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the
Fucking
same page.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and you know all that shit.
Eventually. Like, if you liked it,
Even if you didn't.
subscribe. Hello.
But look!